So I don't know, man. It's insane.
Not necessarily the views. Punished for speaking the truth. Punished for speaking the truth. So what's the most offensive thing you can say? You know, is it calling someone something that they're not? Like some derogatory name? You know, is it slandering them, like saying something that's totally not true in the media? Those are pretty bad. But what's the worst thing you could say to someone? I think the worst thing you could say, when I say the worst thing you could say, what I mean is what can be the most offensive? What hurts the most? The most offensive thing. The most offensive thing is the truth about somebody, especially if you really know them and you're actually speaking the truth and it strikes their soul. That I think is the most offensive thing you can say to someone, is a truth that they are, embarrassed of, a truth that they don't want out, a truth that they don't want spoken, a truth that does not look good, you know what I'm saying, on them. But, depending on their perspective, because it could also be a positive thing. It's just that it would be the same as far as they don't want it revealed. They don't want it spoken. They don't want it said, you know. It could be really offensive. So, well, punished for speaking the truth. It seems like, in public or in the media, wherever you go around, when you're talking to people, you're totally comfortable. Most people are totally comfortable, embellishing things, saying things that aren't really true, especially when it comes to themselves, but about anything really. And, oh, they got the game they call bullshit, people, the best liars are the ones that win these games. And the most convincing lies are the ones that have little speckles of truth in them. And you don't know which way it goes. That's the other part of a really good bullshitter. It's 50-50. It becomes 50-50, so it could go either way. But speaking the truth, punished for speaking the truth, our society is totally fine with you lying. But if you say something that's way too true, especially like, let's say, for example, let's say you're a United States citizen and you born and raised in the United States, your family, parents, grandparents, born and raised in the United States, and you feel like, there's something, you point out something that's bad about the United States, and it's true. Even though you're a United States citizen, because you're a United States citizen, it's going to hurt, right? And I think a lot of people will react negatively. What I mean is, when you tell the truth about things, you tend to get punished. That's all. I mean, I'm losing my train of thought now because I'm looking at the damn screen and shit. Anyways, look at this. This is the giant dome of Jakarta Islamic Center Grand Mosque in Indonesia. Has collapsed after major fire broke out. Officials say there were no victims. Yeah, I don't know anything more about it, but just the image of this mosque coming down like this after being burned is pretty freaking. I feel like we're in Revelation, man. I feel like the revelations, I'm not no freaking what do you call it? End of the world type of person. I don't believe in that anyways. Everything is cycles. Everything is cycles. So I don't believe in that anyway. But that's how it goes though with the cycles. They flip and they turn around. And I believe there has been revelation in the past and there will be in the future. So, but I think that we're going through a moment. There's definitely a moment right now. And I think that revelations is a good word for it. But, people like to think of apocalyptic, into the world. But what it's really saying is, revealed, revealing, you know, it's like awareness. They have this thing where they're talking about woke, and the right is all like the left woke and all of this. And then it kills me how all the conversations about whatever topic is always away from what like the intention of it is, like totally away from like the knowledge part of it, you know because the whole thing of saying woke, I don't ever say it, I don't like the term, but the point of it is to be awake, and not sleep, right? So that's not a left or a right thing at all, right? Anyone can understand that, like being aware of things versus not being aware of things, okay? So that's the base premise. But then we have this stupid culture war political BS that gets it all twisted. Video, anyways, I want to play some